Over the last 3 years, Jordan and I have traveled to 100 countries together and have rarely been apart. We had our son Lennon 17 months ago, and he has now joined us on our full-time travel journey. We wanted to take an adults-only vacation, and for the last 2 weeks, we have been in London.
Piccadilly line. I honestly can't tell if it's Australian or British.
Watching my friend play in Wimbledon, eating all of the best food, and enjoying every moment.
I think I'm gonna cry. I can't believe we get to go do this together.
Well, yesterday, Jordan headed to southern England to do this.
This is nuts. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Oh, okay.
I felt secure until that moment right there.
While I headed back to Las Vegas to pick up Lennon. The plan was for me to go back, pack both of us up, and then meet up with Jordan in a few days back in London. This will be my first solo international trip, and I'm going to attempt to do it with Lennon as well. Today, we have 21 hours of travel from Las Vegas to London. I always try and get to the airport really early to be safe, but today has already started off in a stressful manner.
What an absolute nightmare. We got to the agent to check our bags, and they said that our taxes didn't go through for Lennon. And if you don't know, you have to pay taxes on infants, even if they're in your lap, when you're going abroad, if you're on a foreign flight. It took over an hour for them to get somebody on reservations, to get somebody to take my payment. And once they got the payment, they still couldn't print out his ticket. He was screaming by it, and then once we got to security, he obviously wouldn't go back in his stroller because he just sat in it for an hour and a half. So this is the current setup. I've got carrier, backpack, stroller, diaper bag, baby. All right, let's get to Denver. That was just the first time that a gate agent saw our stroller and didn't ask to tag it. He goes, "Oh, you've got the yo-yo. That one just goes right up, doesn't it?" Oh yeah, it does.
First, we have a 2-hour flight to Denver. United was nice enough to upgrade us to the front row of economy where Lennon had room to play on the floor. He was such a good baby, and honestly, we got really lucky because the people sitting next to us were so kind, so welcoming, and if you're watching this, thank you so much. We made it to Denver and headed straight to the airport lounge to let him get some wiggles out.
Run, 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 run.
Now it's time for the challenge.
We got our own separate entrance because we are Polaris. Yeah, isn't that nice? We don't have to wait in the big long line. Now, the real problem is how do we get all of this on the airplane without help from some kind person who helped us on the last one? And there's nobody here. Fingers crossed. Here we go.
We have 8 hours from Denver to London. We booked a business class seat as it will make my life so much easier. I'm truly going into this with just the most positive vibes that I possibly can conjure up. I know that if I'm happy, he's going to be happy. Lennon is very keen to my emotions, and so I'm just trying to make sure I don't get frustrated, and we just try and get as much sleep as possible.
And as for me, I've spent the last couple of days in the southern coast of England, crossing off some bucket list items. I am now getting on a train to head to the airport to go meet Chloe and Lennon.
Then pull the mask to extend the tubing. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and slip the band over your head. The band.
Let's go see Daddy. Let's go see Daddy. Dad. Can you say Dad?
I'm back at Waterloo Station, which is where we said goodbye about a week ago. I've been keeping an eye on their flight. It looks like they're getting in about 45 minutes early. So I have one more train to take before I get there.
We just landed in London. Lennon did such a good job on this flight. He slept 4 hours and he normally sleeps 12 hours a night. So he's probably gonna be a little grumpy.
It's been about 2 weeks since I've seen Lennon, and normally when we leave him, he gets mad at us when we come back and doesn't want to be held by us. So I'm hoping that's not his reaction this time. I'm hoping he's excited to see me.
Thank you. Yeah. Now we're gonna go meet Jordan at baggage claim and then on to Wales.
Chloe just texted me and said that they've landed and they're making their way over to baggage claim right now. Only a few more minutes. Hopefully they don't beat me. This tunnel from the train to the terminal is so long. So I guess I can't go to baggage claim because you have to go through customs. So now I feel bad because I wanted to help Chloe with the luggage. But she's here. They should be right here somewhere.
Lennon's doing this thing where he has to have his hands on the strollers, and the only time he takes it off is if he's gonna push an elevator button. It's really fun. 2. Good job.
The first time I saw myself in a mirror after this flight, I looked like I had traveled for 21 hours, but it was all worth it to finally be reunited with Jordan and start back up on our full-time travel family life.
I see them. Lennon. Excuse me. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come here. Hi, baby.
Oh, it's Dad!
Oh, he just wants the camera. He loves cameras. Let's give Mama a kiss together. Ready? Hi, Mama.
Hi. He said, what the heck?
Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, he kissed me.
Go, go, go!
She's actually done it well this time.
Okay, and go, go, go! Heads.
All right, so now the real question, how was the flight overall?
Honestly, he did a really good job. He had like 1 or 2 minor freakouts. He slammed the sound machine into my face. That was really fun. But
Who, me?
he enjoyed the seat. Like, he was totally fine. He just climbed up and down the seat, and it was great. You're a good travel baby.
Even though these guys have already been traveling for 20 hours, we still have a journey ahead of us. Today we are traveling to Wales, which is about 5 hours north of here by train. So we are going to take the underground into London and then get on a national train up north. Oh, jeez. He's so sleepy. This food looks good too. This is at a train station. We have 45 minutes till our train. Getting a quick little snack, huh, Bubba?
Aioli chicken with rice and apparently pomegranates. And then mac and cheese bites, because duh.
We have never had this much stuff before. This is gonna be a challenge. All right. One benefit of having the stroller that we didn't know about. We get access to the wheelchair seats, which have a ton of space, and Lennon is loving it so far. Also, this might be the coolest bathroom I've ever seen on a train. Look how big this is. You close the door with that button. Is that your seat now, buddy? Anything cool out the window? He just keeps running back and forth, back and forth. He's in heaven. So even though this train is only an hour and 45 minutes, they still served a meal to us since we're in first class. We bought EU rail passes, which give us unlimited first class trains for 3 months. They had a couple different options. We chose the afternoon tea, which had 3 sandwiches, a curry chicken, an egg, and a vegetarian sandwich, and then a scone with butter and jam. That was fantastic. Also, the reason you're mainly seeing me right now is because I decided to give Chloe a break so she could sleep after that long flight today. So I've been watching Lennon, and he just went down for his nap. We've just switched trains and unfortunately downgraded a bit. This is our seat now. But the best part about that last train were these chocolates. The train attendant brought them around, we both ate them, and we're like, that was the best thing ever. I asked if I could have one more. She brought me a whole handful of them.
Plus one other that you've already eaten. But it was the cutest. She like came down the hallway and it was just packed, and I started laughing and she started laughing. It was just cute. Yeah, they said that about a year ago they took them off the trains. Like they just decided to stop serving them, and there was like a fit. Like they just threw a riot, and so they brought them back. And she thinks that you can only get them on those trains.
Chloe's waking him up so he can still sleep tonight. Said, Mom. He just opened his eyes, looked at you, and said, nope.
Nope. Guys, I could have slept for another 4 hours. I'm so mad. You're making me so grumpy. No, you don't need my AirPod.
We just crossed the border from England into Wales, and we have been passing some of the coolest little Welsh towns in this train. This is such a cool country. Was that 5.5 hours later? We've made it to, where are we? How do you say the name of the city? Llandudno? This is both of our first time in Wales, so it's kind of a cool experience. Lennon's first time in the UK, new country for him.
Hi, buddy. He just went on his 41st flight to get here. His first train.
He's been such a good boy.
He said, heh.
Right behind you, there's a place called Hong Kong Fish and Chips.
Seems legit. Do you know where we're going?
Let's find our hotel. That's us right there, St. George's. All right, so tell me what just happened.
Okay, so we got to the hotel. They give us a room, 204. I walk in with Lennon and I see suitcases, and the room is pitch black, and I see suitcases. I was like, oh, they already brought our stuff up. Not realizing we brought our stuff, and they were red. And I was like, that's not my stuff. And I look at the bed, and there is somebody asleep, and they sit up and look at me, and I was like, and I just seriously backed out. And I was like, Lennon, let's go. And it was really, really uncomfortable. I went back down, but they moved us to another room.
All right, so we got a new room now. Here we are. Nice little view. Oh, there's the ocean. Little man had his tubby. We got his PJs on. He's all ready for bed, huh? Are you gonna sleep tonight, or are you gonna be so jet lagged? Lennon, say goodnight. See you in the morning.